Hello, welcome to a brand new series of Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. Now, I think I did a science mode beforehand. This is going to be different because it's a complete career mode. On the screen now is the options which I took for actually completing it. It's a custom one, but all I did is just click on normal and then just click on missing crews respawn, and that you have to actually buy this stuff, because I kind of don't want, I kind of wanted it a bit more difficult than normal mode, but also wanted it to be normal mode as well, basic normal mode. Anyway, the length of the episodes I'll try and keep roughly about 20 minutes, or about one ship, one exploration. So basically, you'll find out. So what I'm doing now is just getting some contracts. Launch vessel. This is going to be a playthrough, not a tutorial. If you want a tutorial, well, you can get a brilliant one of Scott Manley, who I'll put a link to in every video that every Kerbal Space Program video which I do. So this is just to get some science. Launch. Okay. First of all, I'm just going to do a crew report. Mystery Goo. I've got to just read what the Goo doesn't seem to be doing much right now. Forgot to say what the crew report does. You record the crew assessment of the situation. Right, okay. Not really interesting. EVA report. A most precarious situation. Yes, I think I pronounced that wrong, but oh well. And then another EVA report. I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, was it? No, it probably wasn't. You could have just walked over here. Store experiments. If it didn't, then oh well, I'm just going back in anyway. And then recover vessel. Got 22 science. Complete that contract. And just research these and buy the parts. I'm buying the parts because I know I'm going to definitely need to use them. Apart from one, which I just didn't think about, which is the... I never use that one. I never have done. Never. I was just looking at what it says. I haven't looked at that before. Okay, and then all I need to do is just put that in there and click more science. Oakley Dockley, observe materials bay. Materials show little signs of change, though one of the samples appears to be judging you silently. Okay, just gonna run the mystery goo again just to see if I can get any more data out of it. I can keep data. And I know I definitely can't get any more out of the crew report. There we go. Got 20 science now. 2.7. So what should I go for? I usually go for survivability because it gives you parachutes and stuff, and also allows you, and I gotta buy it because I know that I'm gonna use it each and every single one. It gives you parachutes and that stuff, service bays, heat stuff, and it's very useful, that specific one, and it gives you access to that as well, which is even more useful because it gives you a thermometer to get more science quicker. So have a look at in here. Let's just do escape the atmosphere. It's not like it's gonna actually just be that extra. It's not gonna be useful later on. Okay. Building a rocket. It's going to be my first rocket that I'm actually physically firing. Because I expected it to land in the water. That's why that's there. Ah, you see, this is a bug that I found, that when you're playing around with the root part, it can definitely lag out sometimes, which is what's happening here. So how I get around that, I gotta send this to Kerbal Space program when I actually get the recording of it, because I never actually managed to record this. This is the first time I actually managed to record it when it's been really, really laggy when you play around with your root part. But anyway, I'm gonna name this James. James. I name my rockets after people, the actual real people. So just exit out and go back in, and that'll be fine. See, it's completely fine now. You can see that I was lagging because these people down here, they were just walking in slow motion. I'm gonna place it there. Stack the coupler. And just get a few of these. Few more of these. Have that. Oh, I got more mass than I can actually put onto the launch pad. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. Put that there, and I'm going to save it. Go back over here. No, I won't need that. I only put stuff on that I actually need. Yeah, I was just looking at the right click thing before. Oh, I don't need monopropellant. That'll make me go a bit further and faster. Nothing wrong. Okay. So save, and this can launch. Okay, so I don't think this is going to be very good. I forgot to put Jebediah in, but that's amazingly good because I wanted Bob in. Okay, so I want to count down. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Immediately as you get up, we're going to observe materials bay. Keep the data. Over to the west a bit, I think. No, that's the east. Move over to the east a bit. I've lost control of it. Just really concentrating on actually trying to fly upwards here. it's not working because I don't have any controllable surfaces apart from the small amount of torque that I got from the crew hatch. And observe material, mystery goo. The goo jiggles and wobbles as the craft flies. Okay. I've got a problem. I don't know what that means. I honestly don't. Oh yeah, I forgot to, review data. Material study while flying at Kerbal. The less resilient samples appear to have splattered around the interior, forming new, interesting colour combinations. Please deploy. I don't know why that happens, and I might crash because of it. Oh no, it won't. 5 seconds. That'll be fine. That explosion was that down there, as the rest of the craft just basically kills itself off. So I've got distance records, altitude records, speed records, launch our first vessel. Nice. I didn't get too many because I did kind of go out of control. But that'll be fine. Right, I'm going to time accelerate down to the bottom. There's not anything that I can do. When I say time accelerate, I mean physics accelerate. I don't know why that parachute doesn't work. It's not stowed or anything, it's on the outside. It's just as much on the outside as the other. And as we approach down, I'm going to get out of time warp, whatever it's called. There's a shadow. There we go. And then I'm going to go on an EVA. EVA report. Just fall down. Store experiments. Do another EVA report. I'm actually also going to observe materials bay. I think when I pressed reset to experiment, it actually did completely get rid of all the data inside it. So that's annoying. Also, I'm not really sure, but does anybody else, if they're playing Kerbal Space Program, does anybody else have a problem with the hatch that it never really correctly connects to any other part? It's alright when you're flying and stuff, but when after some time it will just get more, there will be more and more errors. Okay, I'm just gonna recover vessel. I think I'll press recover vessel, I'm not sure. No, I just pressed space center. Recover Bob Kerman. Recover James. Okay, so we've got 35 science to play around with. Stability. And general rocketry. No, I don't really need general rocketry at the moment. Alright, so as is the first one, I'm going to actually do 2. As is the first episode, I'm going to do 2 rockets. So we got James here. I'm going to make a new one. This. It's designed to not be for science. It's designed to be just to reach the atmosphere. to reach space. Let's call it Albert. Save, and I've got to exit again. And sorry, it's very, very buggy again. And by buggy I mean laggy. So that's why I exited out. I want parachutes. If you do get that problem, please contact me. And Kerbal Space Pro. It's not again. Yeah, if you do get the problem, please contact me. And Kerbal Space Program as well. Get in contact with Kerbal Space Program, because this has been happening for a few versions now, and I don't know if they're aware of it, and I want to make sure they're aware of it, because it doesn't seem to be my computer, because it's not actually there's no frame rate in any other so I'm going to go into a bit technical now. I don't know if you're really interested in it, but basically just so I can send this whole video to Kerbal Space Program and they can sort it out. So what I've done is I've got frubs and stuff, so I've got a FPS recorder, and there are other things apart from, as opposed to games that it records the FPS for. So for example, TweetDeck, and TweetDeck's FPS is always completely stable at about 30, whereas this I record at 17 roughly at the moment because I have a terrible laptop. But then it goes down during that it can go down to 2 or 3. At the same time, TweetDeck is still at 30. Other things are still fluctuating around the same rate, but never as bad as this. Alright, so back to actually playing the game. No, I need to press shift to get out. I forgot to press that. And it also only happens when you're playing around with the root part. So you can change the root part and it will still be buggy. It doesn't happen all the time, which is why this is the first time that I've actually got it recorded. But it definitely happens a lot. I'm actually going to put it on here. Oh yeah, you might be able to hear the seagulls outside my room. That's what woke me up this morning. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's now... what is the time? It's now 5:30 in the morning, which is why I'm being quiet. And their seagulls are what woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, it's annoying living in Brighton, but it's where I am, and I just get used to it. I go, oh well. I still got monopropellant in there. I'm gonna save Albert. What else have I got? Nothing concerning anything. I am going to put a Communitron up. What I tend to like doing with the Communitron is actually put it facing directly upwards, like that. I don't know why. I just like doing it. I do that by Shift and S a ton of times. Put it on the same. Okay, save that and let's launch it. Okay. I got Jib down in there, which is good because I forgot to check again, which means I have SAS available. Right, so let's have a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just throttling down so I don't really get too much air drag. to the side. Bring it to the side so that I can, if you look at here, oh, that's actually quite a lot. So I've just got rid of everything. See, the apparatus is 275 meters up. That's more than enough. Okay, we are in space. So contract repeat, complete. Looking at this, so yeah, looking at this is gonna. I was going this liquid fuel 0.01. That's gonna be poof. So that's why I've got to get it as close to the apoapsis as possible. So just gonna time warp up to the apoapsis. There we go. Line myself up. And there you go, it's done. That's practically no change. So get out of here. I'm going to do that. And then line myself up with the prograde. There it is. This can quite possibly be a very, very steep re-entry, which might be a problem. I might have to actually reset this. Well, let's just time accelerate down to. There we go. How steep? Oh my, this is very, very, very steep. I'm re-entering at 55 to 60 degrees. At an incredible, pretty slow speed, but still really fast. And 50, there we go. See how close that was? That was very close. That was too steep for me. I don't like being that steep. I usually re-enter at about 10 to 15 degrees. I don't like re-entering anything above 45 degrees. That was very steep. It is probably my steepest successful re-entry. I forgot to do a crew report in space. Oh well. Well, let's physics accelerate to the ground. This could take some time because I'm going at 3-4 meters per second. I do like that each parachute has a different pattern on it as well. Anyway, with high degree re-entry, you run the risk of not being able to actually open your parachute successfully before you hit the ground, because you can open your parachutes below 255 meters per second, and that's safe. Risky is below 260 meters per second, and I've had ones where I've been re-entering at such high thing that degrees that it's actually been at 550 meters per second as it hits the ground. EVA report. Store experiments. EVA report. Okay, drab. Board. Fly away. Or recover. Okay, so apparently Fraps stopped recording just after that flight. Fortunately, I was able to capture the last minutes before, the last things before it fell, and I realised as soon as it was, and as soon as it stopped responding. So this is what we got. So mission summary for Albert. We got 49 science now. We gained 18 from it. We gained all this stuff back. And Gemini get 1 XP, so let's go in here. Research basic science. Gives us Stay Putnik, which means it's unmanned, so we can do unmanned stuff. Like testing and things like that, where I don't need to make sure it's survivable, so it's cheaper. We've got batteries as well. We've got a thermometer and bigger radio panel, and also comes some research that. I'm not gonna buy everything here, because there's one thing which Scott Manny didn't actually show you, which is buying the research stuff from within here. So if you look at the Sputnik thing, you can have a purchase entry cost here from here within here. But if you look at the science as well, I'm gonna do it via the science because I need it now. You can actually click on it, right click, purchase, and you get it from within the VAB. You don't have to be inside the don't actually have to be inside the R&D part to actually get the part itself. So I'm just going to finish off with one last trip there. Actually, before I do anything, I'm just going to check inside here, see if there's any free stuff or a bit to separate. A look at free stuff as perform on the launch pad, landed, or gather scientific data from Kerbal. They're the 3 things that I see as just free stuff. In-flight, everything's on in-flight escape trajectory, whatever. So no, don't have any free stuff. Just in case. Launch. Okay, so log temperature, keep data, recover vessel. And with that, I bid you farewell for now. It has been 23 minutes of this. So, goodbye, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I think it goes like that. I'm not too sure. I don't know that song. Anyway, see you next time. Goodbye.